Wow. Mason the Brock Henderson here. And that was really, really well done ending. A lot of good stuff about this final episode. First of all, to start off the episode, we have Claire, who just, it totally, I knew that Daredevil and Jessica Jones, first of all, they're both in New York. And second of all, I know that later on, like in Marvel, they are going to get together. There's already talk of there being like a Defenders, whatever. So you knew that they were going to team up. So to bring together their two universes with one character already is very clever. I like the fact that Claire's in this episode. Because Jessica takes Luke to the hospital because of what happened last episode, shooting him, knocking him out. And she's there. And first they try to like stick a needle in him. The poor kid that tries to do it gets yelled at. And the older doctor, somebody come in here who knows what they're doing. And the poor kid's just like, it's not me. It's either him or it's the needle. Something's going wrong. And so Claire comes in. I didn't even, like, it's been so long since I've seen Daredevil, I didn't even recognize her. But she's, if you haven't seen Daredevil yet, there's like this scene at the end of the first episode. It's really kind of funny. He's listening to all of the stuff going on around because he has really good hearing, and he hears like a scream in the distance, like a kid screaming, "Help me!" as he's getting kidnapped. And so he like jumps off the building like he's about to go save him. Next episode starts with him in the dumpster, like bleeding near death. And they go back and show everything that happened. But Claire is there. Well, this kid rescues him out of the dumpster, but goes to get Claire to help out because she is a doctor. And so she patches him up and helps him, and a little bit of romance involved later on in the series. But she's kind of like his sidekick. She's the only one who knows him and his secret identity from majority of the series. So she, all of these references that she's making. At first she was like, Jessica's like, don't get in my way. You can either help me or you won't, but don't get in my way. She's like, don't worry, you're not the first special person that I've helped out. And she's like, who's she talking about? And then they're in the elevator going down. She's like, well, we can't take him back to my place. Last time I did that, I lost my room, my stuff, my lease. I'm like, oh, it's the girl from Daredevil. So I don't know. It made me excited to see that they did so well tying that together, and kind of making already somehow to tie the two series together because they're going to. So that was nice. She stays for most of the episode, helps Luke out a lot. This really one cringing scene where she has to go like into his spinal cord and draw some stuff out of there, and she goes through his eye. I'm just like, oh no! I had to close my eyes for part of that. I can handle like needles and stuff. My mom's really squeamish about it, so whenever they're doing like needles and stuff, she's like, ah. Me, I can watch that stuff, but it's something about the eyes, Like I can't imagine wearing contacts. Anything coming close to my eyes. Like I've done a few stage plays, and sometimes they put eyeliner on you to make your eyes pop out more. I can't stand that. I can't imagine girls having to go through that every single day of their life. So anyway, it's just something that stuck out to me. But yeah, so that was interesting. They did end up saving Luke's life. But the story itself was really, really good. They didn't take a break. Like last episode, I talked about how annoying it was that they had to go to Robin and talk about her and her going crazy because of Kilgrave. I'm just like, I don't care. Get back to the story. Like, she's annoying. She's stupid. Her story should be done. And they didn't skip away to anything in this one. It was all focused on the story. You had her going after Kilgrave, and you had Luke. Is he going to be okay? And that was it. Very, very well done. The final scene is so clever. First of all, before I get to that, I do want to talk about the rest of the episode. there's another moment of like shock and horror. Jessica finds the penthouse where the last thing you see with Kilgrave before she gets to the penthouse is his dad like giving him this injection, all of the stuff, all the chemicals that he's used from this the fetus of Hope. You know, she said she had Kilgrave's baby, and took the fetus. He was able to find it, and so he has this injection. He's like, "What would happen if you give me all of it?" And his dad's like, "40% chance you get stronger, 60% you die." And of course, he's willing to take the risk, and the 40% obviously wins out. Because what kind of ending would that be? It's like 40% chance you get stronger, 60% chance you die. Give it to me. Roll credits. That would be kind of funny. A lot of people would be pissed off by that, me included. But at the same time, I would laugh about it for a long time afterwards. Like when I first saw it, they ended it like that. That was stupid. And then afterwards, that was actually kind of funny. All of this build up, and then he just dies because he's taking a risk. But of course, he survives, gets stronger. Jessica shows up at the penthouse a little bit later. Trish stays outside because she doesn't want her involved. Gets in, one guy's dead, and then she goes around the corner, and Albert, Kilgrave's dad, no arms. And the other guy that was living in the penthouse is like grinding up one of his arms. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, holy crap. Like, this show has had a lot of instances like that. Last episode, I didn't even talk about this in the last review. They had that one scene with the Asian guy who like took the yard clippers, put it in his mouth, and just fell on top of it. I'm like, like this show's had so many moments like that just it's taken some big risks, and I like that. I like that they're saying, okay, this is Marvel. We're not used to doing kind of shock out moments like that. Daredevil had a few, but they've done so many in this season, and it's a little bit morbid to say that I love it, but the show's made me kind of morbid, so I love that part of it. So she knocks out the guy who is grinding up the arms because he said, after I remove Father from the face of the earth, I have to kill myself. Knocks him out, throws him in the closet, and Albert is actually alive for a few more seconds to tell her he's stronger now. Don't look at him. Don't listen to him. He'll make you kill. And then he dies. And so then she calls Trish up. They're looking around at stuff. She calls Jerry, and I like the fact that she was still involved, because I talked about how Jerry and Wendy, that storyline just didn't interest me. It was boring. It was, I would rather just listen to the other side. It just, why is this even in here? And then they did end it well, and there was a reason for it to be there. And then afterwards, it was done. Wendy died, Pam is going to jail, and Jerry is obviously under a lot of pressure. So they kind of stopped there, and I like that. I didn't want more of that. But they call her up, and I'm just like, oh, she's still in business? And she's talking about all the stuff going wrong, and Jessica talks about, you're a shark. I need somebody like you to do this job, because there aren't many people like you who can handle this type of stuff, who can do this, who have been affected by this and Kilgrave and stuff. And I agree. They do need her, because she knows Kilgrave, she knows what he's done, and I do agree that they do need her help. And she asks her to defend the guy that's in the closet, because he's obviously going to be charged in murder. So anyway, they go to this marina where they know Kilgrave is at. He leaves them a clue. And then you see Jessica walking in, hoodie up, and you hear like this punk rock music. And you're like, what is going on? And then it cuts to Kilgrave. I'm like, oh, she's drowning out the... Okay. And he's like talking to her, and he sends in a bunch of cops just in case it still doesn't work. He's like, Jessica, show me your face. Hoodie comes up, it's actually Trish. I'm like, oh, genius! But then not as genius as I thought. it seemed really clever at first sending Trish in, except for the fact that Jessica was on the other side of the building from Kilgrave. So it's like if you wanted to draw his attention there so you can kill him, that would have been great. Except you drew his attention there. It's like if a magician did a trick, and they do a lot of sleight of hand and distraction. So he's like doing something over here while he does something over here. Off camera, obviously you can't see my hand, but he's doing something here to do something over there. That's going to be the magic. It would be like if he was doing something here, distracting you here, and then like did something right here, like pulled a card that he was hiding behind his hand. It'd be like, I saw that. It wouldn't make any sense. That's kind of what happened here. They drew his attention to this spot, and Jessica was over here, and Kilgrave was over here. So it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And obviously, it wasn't that great of a plan, but it did kind of reveal where Kilgrave was and the cops, so it did do that part well. But anyway, Trish escapes because the cops start shooting at Jessica. Jessica jumps over them and escapes through this gate, locks them in. And she gets out to the pier. Trish is there, still has the headphones on. And all these people are standing. There's like 20 of them at least. And they're all just standing frozen like, oh, it's on. Kilgrave's walking towards the boat and turns around, sees Jessica, and is like upset because she's still coming after him and she's still alive. And he tells all the people to kill each other. And so they start attacking each other. Jessica steps in, starts breaking up the fights. Trish steps in to break them up. And then Jessica sees him and resolves, I'm going to get him. Pushes some people out of the way on her way there. And Kilgrave is just like, stop! Everybody stops, including Jessica. And it's just a moment of, oh crap, like, is this really working? Because he even says it himself. He's like, don't try to embarrass me by faking it. Like, that's just insulting. Trish gets her headphones knocked off, so she stopped too. But he calls her over because he thinks Jessica's just faking it, which I kind of suspected she was, and she is ultimately. She just I've seen this before where the hero gives the villain what they want to a point where they feel confident, they feel like they're okay, they feel safe, just for them to turn around and be like, nope, just kidding. And that's what she does. She stays there a good distance away because she knows if she gets any closer, he could do whatever he wanted with these people. But he does call Trish over and like forces her to like be all over him, to kiss him, and then he notices that Jessica's not doing anything about it. And he knows that Trish is the one person that she does truly love because, they're sisters. And there's this moment earlier on where they're talking about, Trish and Jessica are talking about like a code word, something she never says to say she's okay. And that code word is something I never say. I love you. And it's just kind of like that moment because, they are best friends, they are sisters, and she doesn't express her feelings well. And so it's something she never does say. But to see, so when she sees that and Kilgrave sees she's not moving, he's like, so you really are. This really is working. He gets up closer and whispers in her ear, like, tell me you love me. And then she looks at Trish, and like, I love you. Grabs him by the neck, and just like, oh, it's over. Snaps his neck. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Wait, she just killed a guy. Like, it was a moment of relief. And it was almost completely just, okay, we're done. That's a wrap, people. But there is the fact she did just kill the guy. Like, she killed him. And what does that mean for her? And they do talk about this, and I'll address this in a second, but what does this mean for her? Like, she killed a guy. This is big. And it's not something that a hero does. They don't just kill people, except for Tony Stark and Thor and Or Captain America let Red Skull kill himself. But he did kill a bunch of Hydra guys. Like, it's just some people are all don't kill. Batman, don't kill. Daredevil, don't kill. Superman, don't kill unless you're Henry Cavill's Superman. Um, but some of these superheroes, Captain America has a gun. He shoots a lot of people. Um, Tony Stark has killed. He killed the first villain he faced. He killed the second guy he faced. And then the third movie. No, Pepper killed the guy. But it's not like Marvel's never had any villain deaths. They have it all the time. But for Jessica, she's the whole season, even though it hasn't really been talked about until this episode, which is kind of clever that they don't really address it. They kind of put it in the background to see if you notice. She's been struggling this whole season with, do I kill? Where's the line? And the fact that she killed Reva, and that's what broke her out of his spell because she doesn't like to kill. And that's been something that's just been touched on this whole series. And it was very cleverly done. Like, when she does it, there's just kind of this moment, and she's talking to herself. She's like, where is the line? Where do you draw the line? Jerry shows up because she gets arrested. All the people saw her kill Kilgrave. And like she said, they need somebody like Jerry. They need a lawyer like Jerry who's shrewd, who gets the job done. And she just has all this information. She's all the people on the dock will attest to the fact that he made her kill him. And very, very interesting, by saying that Kilgrave forced Jessica to kill him. That's interesting. They've got all the cops that he forced to shoot at Jessica, who will definitely testify that Kilgrave was real and forced them to do that stuff. And so Jessica gets off. But she is struggling with, where's the line? She's having that inner monologue. Where do you draw the line? Where does being a hero eventually become being a villain? How far can you go before you're a villain? And it ends with her in her office. Malcolm's there cleaning up, and she puts her phone in to charge, and she notices she has several voicemails, and all of them are people calling asking for help. And I like that. It's like, I like the fact that that's kind of how it ends. And Malcolm answers, and he's like, Ailey's investigation, so I wonder if maybe he's going to be kind of like the assistant. But yeah, she doesn't really want to, but the fact is, she has to. It's who she is. She's a hero deep down. And I think this will become a struggle for her, maybe in season 2, of the fact that she killed him. How much is that going to affect her? I don't know. But there is one more thing. The IGH people, Trish's mother sends her all the documents, all the files, and she's reading through them. Don't know where that's going, but that's there. And setting up beautifully for season 2. Or, even if it's just stuff referenced in the Defenders, I don't know. But yeah, just really, really well done. Really well done episode. The way to end it, it was intense. It was, even if I did predict what was going to happen, it wasn't one of those predictions where I was like, oh, they're just going to do this, and they're going to do this, and it's going to be so obvious. It was an exciting, like, oh, I see where they're going with this. And, being right, it was exciting, and what was going on was exciting. It was intense. I was like, who's going to die? Is Trish going to die? What's going to happen? It was all just really well done. And if you saw the title, it says review and final thoughts. Just real quickly, talking about all of it in general, the whole series, it was really, really good. Really well done series. They started off building up, which you have to. You can't just throw these characters in, have all these intense situations, to which you don't really care because I don't really know this character. You have to introduce the characters, you have to show their motivations, show what's going on with them, to get the audience to care about them, and then that's when you bring in kind of a bit more about the villain. You introduce the villain, but you don't give everything about him. You don't show his motivations. You just kind of show him and what he's doing, and then you find out about the villain. And the whole build up through it. Each time there was a moment with Kilgrave, I was like, this could be the end. But there's still so many episodes left. And they had so many moments like that where it's just like, this feels like it could be the climax, but I'm on episode 6. I'm on episode 8 now. I'm on episode 10 now. And they had all these intense moments that worked so well. And all of it was just really well done. The characters were well done. The people, I guess, playing the characters, the actors and actresses, play their parts very well. Luke Cage, I'm excited to see more of him. Malcolm, good character growth. Trish, also good character growth. Jerry, her character kind of fell apart near the end. Interested to see where they take her next season. They'll have less of that stupid drama with the marriage or whatever. But yeah, so just really, really good series. I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Not comics, in the comments. I can't talk right now. Been talking too much. I'll see you the next review. That's it for Jessica Jones. Can't wait for season 2. Peace out.